All right. Hello. My name is Nicole Naditz, and I am here to provide you with an orientation to the Teaching Digital Citizenship online program we are offering in spring of 2019. So one of the things that we considered when we did this orientation with in-person audiences is getting a sense of what it is that our businesses and industry and communities need from our students in addition to their academic and content knowledge. So one of the things you might want to do is pause this recording and jot down some characteristics of traits that you think employers look for now or will be looking for when it comes to digital citizenship so that their employees can create, produce, analyze, evaluate, share appropriately while they are conducting business in digital spaces. Common Sense Media provides the definition of digital citizenship that we're going to use, and actually the full curriculum of digital citizenship that we will be using. There are other resources for teaching digital citizenship that come from the International Society for Technology and Education and also from Google. But the curriculum developed by Common Sense Media provides the fullest and most robust definition of the various aspects of digital citizenship, as well as the most complete curriculum to help teachers who would like to embed digital citizenship into the work they are already doing with their students. Oops. So when we look at this definition, or it's not really a definition, but when we look at this page from Common Sense Media, we can see that the key essentially is that exploring, connecting, creating, and learning online poses many opportunities, but also pitfalls. And at the same time, we're dealing with cyberbullying, cyber drama, digital cheating, safety and security concerns with students' data and the data of others. Understanding how to interact in online spaces in ways that protect our identities, sharing appropriately, creating and sharing, collaborating, communicating, and so on is all part of digital citizenship. And so as we go down, we see that they have 8 sort of parameters for digital citizenship. They acknowledge that students need to work in privacy and security and develop skills in that area. They need to understand that everything they post online contributes to their digital footprint, which in turn contributes to their reputation as viewed by others. They need to understand the role that digital media plays in their own self-image and identity, not just what they create and share about themselves, but how media influences how they see themselves and others. Students need to develop a thorough understanding of creative credit and copyright, not only to avoid cheating and plagiarism, but also to understand the rights they have for the works that they create. They need to understand the role of digital media in relationships and in communication, and how communication is different, and messages are sometimes received and interpreted differently when they come through various types of channels that are online or within an app. Information literacy and the ability to find, identify, evaluate, and use information effectively is a huge part of digital citizenship. Understanding what cyberbullying is, knowing if they are a victim of it or if they are actually perpetuating it, are another key component of digital citizenship. And then the very basic idea of internet safety through the choice of individuals with whom they have and maintain contact, and so on. So with that orientation, you might want to pause the video here and kind of flesh out your list of characteristics or traits of a good digital citizen based on that preliminary information that you've just received about the 8 kind of step model that we're going to look at as a means of developing really purposeful, thoughtful, and successful digital citizens. Now, before we go further, I do need to let you know that Common Sense Media, or CSM, is actually updating their entire series. They've already finished updating the curriculum for grades 3 through 5 and 6 through 8, and I provided a link in the slide deck, which is in Google Classroom. to that updated curriculum. The other grade bands will be done by fall, but currently for the other grade bands, they are using their old scope and sequence, which is the 8 steps that we saw just a moment ago. For simplicity, some course activities in the online course use the original scope and sequence. You are always encouraged to choose the grade band that is the most relevant to the work that you are doing and work with the curriculum accordingly. So your course is located in Google Classroom, and we're going to talk about that in a moment. And we're also going to make sure that you understand the expectations for completion. To get to Google Classroom, of course, you're going to log into Portal and access the Google Classroom tile. And when it opens, do check the avatar in the upper right corner to make sure that it is your San Juan account that is connected and not your private Gmail if you have one. Then click on the plus symbol in the upper right corner and choose Join a Class, and then enter the class code for this course, which is where you will find all of your assignments and materials. The code is VSTGIJR. And once you get there, you will see all of the materials listed in Classwork. This is the best place to find almost everything because it can be organized by units. This will give you the materials you need for each unit of instruction as well as the due dates. Although this program is self-paced, because of the nature of online courses that require us to interact with other participants in the course, it is important that you observe the due dates for the question activities in each unit, because there are very few participants in this online course, and in order for everyone to complete the course, we need people to arrive at those various questions at about the same time so that you all have someone with whom to interact as you post your questions and answer those of others. San Juan Unified, in partnership with SJTA, does have a participation agreement for online courses, so I'm going to show a piece of that in just a moment, but it is actually provided in the Google Classroom course. The important piece is that you have to participate in synchronous face-to-face or group webinars and asynchronous instruction. This video is a makeup for the synchronous, but that is why I've been asking you to pause the video and do some of the things that we did together in the synchronous program. Also, please note that there is 1 hour for the orientation, and then there are 9 hours for completing everything else in the course. You will receive those 9 hours if you complete everything in the course, whether it takes you 4 hours to do it or 12 hours to do it, but you will get 9 hours for fulfilling all of the requirements. So when you get into Classwork, you'll see that everything is organized by unit with the exception of one assignment that I just added, which is to go into ERO and register for the actual online course. The SRN is provided in Google Classroom. But as you can see, everything else is organized by unit. And then you have at the top, for example, a question to answer. You have an assignment, and then you have another question, and then finally you have a reflection. The remaining programs or the remaining modules or units in the course, and I'm going to pull up the course right now, actually have fewer activities. They tend to have a question and a reflection, and it is in the reflection that you will do the bulk of your work of applying the content of the Digital Citizenship course from Common Sense Media to your own teaching context. So as you can see, you have the orientation slide deck right here if you need it. You have an evaluation form, which is required, please, and you need to register an ERO for the course. And if you click on that, you'll have the information that you need. You will need to finish the activities in Unit 1, so although this video won't be very long, you'll spend the rest of the hour doing several of those activities. And then, as you can see, you typically have a question and a reflection. And again, the reflection is where you will apply the content to your course. So you can actually pause the video and go complete assignment number 1 now in Unit 1, and then you can check out the results with the others who are participating in the course. The deadline to complete all work and submit your evidence is May 17th of 2019. And please do register an ERO for 19404-301-105 so that you can be marked attended for the rest of the course when you complete it. There is a feedback form on the last slide. It's also attached in Google Classroom, so please do give me feedback and contact me if you have any questions. I want to thank you very much for participating in this orientation, and I look forward to working with you throughout the course.